The address is 347 Don Shula Drive. In honor of the legendary coach, the stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. For having us in, Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. At their own 26-yard line. First carry here for Devontae Shad. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle is made right at the 36.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season. There's a handoff to Achane, running left. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
At the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They get 18 on that one. First down, Miami.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top. He'll look to throw. Forced to his right. Now he'll run. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Raiders have come up with it.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
On the ground, here comes Ashton Jeanty. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
6-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. That one's good for 26 yards.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
He'll drop to throw. Look at the big guy rumble. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Raiders first down.
Run right up the gut for Gentry. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd
Ball
and 9.
right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. 0-0 is the score. And we're back to South Florida after this. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and 7. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will score. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. York good on the extra point. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. And and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup of 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down. Here's again to Achane. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Tyree Wilson, former 7th overall pick. They're on the tackle. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now from the gun. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up.
And 8 yards to go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Miami after this. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll start on the ground with Gentry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job in front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In motion, Besh. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
All All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to be fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Malik Washington deep for Miami. This will be returnable from his own 15. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop at just over a minute remaining in this first half. They face second down and 7.
70 Lions.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one out wide to Achane. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 42-yard line.
Now, faking the give. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Second and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Let's go.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he just does catch that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's third and 10. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Back to the air one more time. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with a fake spike, but it does not pan out. We'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw again. For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's third and goal.
Ringo. Get in the end zone. Trap 60. Trap 60. Viking.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's hauled in at the 2. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the third quarter begins. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught by Bowers. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1. Jeanty going to get it on the zone read. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Next score, Raiders 14, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Up the sideline at the 35. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Going for it all. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass ball's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 by 6.
They'll look to throw. Forced out wide. And that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go now. Cougar, my team.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. He'll take this forward for about 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. A forward Nittany Lion, Chop Robinson, getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On the return, here's Washington. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And let's give him about 4 on that one. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6.
At the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He keeps it himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Achane. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. Allows another catch for his favorite target. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18, Pioneer.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Run toss to Genti. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 25-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
16 yards. First down, Vegas.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Raiders.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. He's going to run it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
37-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, here's Zamir White. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Rolling right. He's going to keep it himself. And he will score! Touchdown, Raiders. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Dolphins 0.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Throwing now from the gun, sending it deep for Waddle. He's got it, and he will score. Jalen Waddle, touchdown Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his second miss of the year. And the score stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. And that one's going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Exiting the pocket right. It's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Nike, check. 65.
Complete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Get rid of it and complete it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's good. Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 47.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Nick Westbrook-Akine there. And it'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chinn.
7070 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like open. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. I spend. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. Hundred on our own expense. Only live once, so let's take, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just floating.